Right now at 5, the jury still deliberating in the fatal hit-and-run trial involving Lori Phillips.
And the sound of jingling is in the air, the fundraising goal for this year's Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Today, Lori Phillips appeared in court for a cross-examination between the prosecutor and the defense for the 2019 fatal hit-and-run case in the death of her husband. She took the stand, which was followed by closing statements.
So now the decision lays in the hands of the jury as they continue to deliberate this evening. News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us live in studio with the details. Good evening, Michael.
Ken and Emily, 53-year-old Lori Phillips is facing one charge of second-degree reckless homicide for a hit-and-run death of her 48-year-old husband, Mark Phillips. Today, the trial concluded by both the defense and prosecution team giving their closing statements to the jury. On February 23, 2019, Phillips called 911 after finding her husband in a snowbank at their home in Holmen. The prosecuting agency attorney Andrew Burdick says that Lori struck Mark with her truck in their driveway after a major argument on their car ride home from a bar. Christopher Zakar, who is the attorney for Phillips, says that she did not murder her husband.
Case where somebody was forced to react, and she reacted the best that she could in the few seconds that she had. Lori Phillips isn't perfect, but Lori Phillips isn't a murderer.
The medical examiner found that the cause of death was due to blunt force trauma resulting from Mark being hit with the vehicle. Well, coming up at 6, you'll hear from Lori Phillips in her cross-examination regarding the details from the night her husband was killed. Ken and Emily.
Michael Germain live in the studio. Thank you, Michael. A judge is ordering a former state Supreme Court justice to turn over records related to advising Republicans on possibly impeaching a current justice. The court order says former conservative Justice Pat Roggensack has to produce those records within 30 days. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos asked her and 2 other former justices for their opinions on impeaching liberal Justice Janet Protasiewicz. Now, the other 2 have said they advised Vos against impeachment. Vos has not tried impeachment yet, but has said he might if Protasiewicz rules against the state's current legislative maps.
Well, big changes are coming to MSP International. The airport is kicking off the largest makeover of Terminal 1 since it opened in 1962. 6 of the 7 concourses in Terminal 1 will be getting a makeover. Delta Airlines, which plans to add more destinations over the next few years, will be leading the $242 million project in collaboration with the Metropolitan Airports Commission.
With these new destinations and the increased service, we're going to have approximately 40% more seats out of Minneapolis, which is why it's so important that we have the gate concourse and gate hold modernization project.
Travelers can expect updated floors, walls, and ceilings, more seats and outlets, as well as brighter LED lighting and technology updates at 75 Delta gates. Construction is already underway in Concourse F, and it will happen in phases. Delta Airlines says most of the work will be happening overnight, so travelers shouldn't expect any disruptions. The project is expected to be done by the end of 2025. By the time it's finished, the airport will have invested more than $1 billion to modernize Terminal 1 over the past decade.
Well, not a bad fall day. I mean, when the sun was out, it was very pleasant. But
nice.
As soon as that sun went away, you could
got
definitely
chilly.
feel
I'm
that
still feeling
cold.
the chill from outside earlier.
Let's get the latest from Greg.
Yeah, it definitely was a more cloudy day, kind of more seasonal, but actually below average for temperatures. If you look at the high temperatures, we're in the low 40s, which we should be about the mid to upper 40s. So it was a little bit cooler than we had, and definitely a lot more cloud cover. You look at radar right now, we did have a few little showers early this morning, but it was mostly for Ladysmith areas up to the northeast. If you're going up towards Wausau in those areas, kind of with a little front I'll show you in a second, that's responsible for some of the activity right there. If we zoom out, you kind of see that tail end of that cold front that's beginning to approach. The other system we're watching is out to the west towards Wyoming. That could be some shower chance maybe coming for late tomorrow. More on that in a little bit. Otherwise, current temperatures right now right around 40 degrees in La Crosse to the upper 30s. So all in all, not too bad for this time of year. Bigger picture shows the temperatures pretty cool all the way up, but notice those warmer temperatures towards Nebraska. That's also a sign of things to come here our way. Otherwise, Off and on cloud cover for La Crosse, getting down to the mid-30s. Very light wind, so all in all, not a bad November evening. More cloud cover is going to stick around up for Eau Claire. They'll see more breaks probably later on. Mid-30s and once again light winds. Overall for Veterans Day, we'll kind of break down winds. Some shower chances may impact some activity, but overall, it's not going to be too bad of a day with the mid-40s. All that coming up a little bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Craig. Thanks very much. Well, the Black River Falls Fire Department is mourning one of its most dedicated leaders. 34-year-old Assistant Fire Chief Andy Whaley died this month after a year-long battle with cancer. He was a lifelong Black River Falls resident who joined the fire department back in 2008, and he was named Assistant Chief in 2020. BRF and neighboring fire departments all attended his service this morning. Whaley is survived by his wife and 2 young sons. Viterbo University held a Veterans Day program at the San Damiano Chapel today. Key speakers at the event, including Senator Tammy Baldwin, paid homage to veterans and current service members. Patriotic music was provided by students of Viterbo throughout the ceremony, and it was followed by a raising of the U.S. flag and POW/MIA flag. The university says there are many ways to pay your respects to our military heroes this Veterans Day.
A handshake, a hug, a pat on the back, just recognizing it's that easy, and it is truly appreciated.
The formal ceremony was followed by a luncheon for attendees. There are currently 350,000 veterans in Wisconsin.
The red poppy plant is nationally recognized as a symbol of support for our veterans, and one local art teacher is using the symbol to make a difference. Jen Dahl is an art teacher at Black River Falls High School. She brought together students and community members to make poppies for the veterans living in Jackson County. The poppies are made of clay, cellophane, and plastic. Dahl says she's excited at the amount of support she got for the project.
I had an open house during parent student success conferences, and lots of people showed up to make a poppy.
The program was able to create over 1,500 poppies. That's one for each of the veterans living in Jackson County. The poppies are being displayed between the high school and the Lunda Community Center field house. Dahl says that they plan to save the poppies for future events honoring veterans.
The city of La Crosse, meanwhile, starting Veterans Day early with the dedication of a project that was 8 years in the making. This afternoon, the La Crosse City Vision Foundation honored local military servicemen and women with a new statue at La Crosse's Riverside Park. The bronze statue is of an American flag and a bald eagle. The base has the emblems of the 6 branches of the U.S. military engraved on it. The area around it paved with granite, so it'll stand forever. The vice president of the foundation says this statue fills a community need.
Our loved ones, our veterans, our family need a place to walk down, sit, and reminisce about them. So to me, that was more important than anything that we could do, especially for this Veterans Day.
If you'd like to visit the memorial statue, again located in Riverside Park along the river.
Well, veterans, listen up. Lots of businesses will be honoring you this weekend. Now, by no means is this all of the deals, but Applebee's will be offering a free meal and $5 bounce back card. Caribou Coffee is giving vets a free small hot coffee or cold press. Texas Roadhouse is offering a free meal during dinner hours, and Dunkin' is giving away a free donut. For a full list of stores providing discounts for veterans, tomorrow visit new.va.gov. We'll have a link on our website.
Well, just ahead tonight at 5, the FBI investigating after letters containing fentanyl were sent to election offices in multiple states.
How it's renewing calls for tougher consequences for anyone who threatens election workers.
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want. It's Nicolay! It's Nicolay! Nicolay Law! Billboards, baby!
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy one item, use one coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
It just keeps getting worse. The crack keeps growing. The doors and windows stick.
This must be very frustrating. Almost no one connects that these are telltale signs that water is shifting your foundation. But it's okay. We got it.
Oh, this is done growing in this house.
Okay.
The effects of water can be surprising. But at Innovative Basement Authority, we'll do a complete home inspection for free, so you can put water back in its place. Schedule a free home inspection today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we honor those who have served and sacrificed. To show our gratitude this Veterans Day, we're offering unbeatable deals throughout the store, like Mobil Delvac diesel oil, just $13.99 a gallon after sale and rebate. These Schumacher battery maintainers, $39.99. Stock up on Hershey's Christmas candy, 20% off. Plus, now through Saturday, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
2 sheriff deputies in Florida are in critical condition after officials say a driver deliberately ran them down.
The collision caught on video, and we warn you, it is difficult to watch. This happened yesterday in Brandon, Florida, near Tampa.
Now, this video shows the moment authorities saw 28-year-old Ralph Boozy intentionally crashing a car into 2 sheriff's deputies Thursday.
The suspect's mother had initially called police because she said he was acting irrational and violent. When authorities arrived at the home, the suspect drove off.
But about 15 minutes later, he returned, driving directly toward the group of officers. 2 narrowly escaped before Corporal Carlos Brito and Deputy Manuel Santos were pinned between cars.
And after the incident, Boozy was tased and taken into custody. The sheriff says Boozy has a criminal history, including 3 felony charges and 14 misdemeanor charges.
In 2017, he made a statement from the back of his car that he hated law enforcement and that he was going to kill a deputy sheriff. He was almost successful here today.
Boozy now faces 3 counts of attempted murder on a law enforcement officer. Sheriff Chris Chronister says one of the injured deputies may lose a leg.
Federal authorities say someone targeted election officials in multiple states with letters that were laced with fentanyl.
The FBI has joined the investigation to find out who sent more than a dozen letters containing a suspicious powder to election workers. The letters.
This should be mandated. When someone threatens our election system and is trying to undermine our way of life, we have to take a stand and hold them accountable.
In 5 states and were believed to have been mailed from somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. Initial tests show some of the letters contained trace amounts of fentanyl, but further tests are being conducted. Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger confirmed that one of the letters was addressed to an election office in Fulton County. Former Washington Secretary of State Kim Wyman says there needs to be new laws carrying severe penalties for people trying to interfere with elections.
And authorities still don't know the motive of the person or persons behind those letters. Coming up tonight at News 8 Now at 5, bells jingling throughout the region. The kickoff for this year's Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we were cold and chilly today, but we're going to warm up a little bit, but then see the climb all the way up to the 60s next week, and that's going to be the warm temperatures. I'll break down how soon we'll get it, if there's any rain next week, and whether it will cool down. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Thanksgiving.
You want something extra special for Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
We have chocolate turkeys, turkey truffles, and fresh roasted nuts.
Oh, perfect. I wonder if they have advent calendars.
Here we have a great selection of advent calendars.
Great, I always get one for the girls.
Don't forget gold coins for St. Nicholas Day.
Wow, you're so good.
Well, it's kind of easy when your thoughts are Fanati's Nut and Chocolate Shop in downtown La Crosse.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. LED recessed retrofit downlights are an excellent lighting solution for any space. They're energy efficient and designed for an easy installation. Right now, just $9.87 each after rebate. Check out Menards' great selection of Lutron lighting controls. LED Plus dimmer switches let you create perfect lighting for any activity. Only $19.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Gather the family and join in on Perkins holiday festivities. Here, everyone can go into feast mode. Enjoy our new hand-cut prime rib dinner. Savor our juicy oven-roasted butterball turkey. Then top it all off with the perfect slice of pie. Enjoy time with family and all of your holiday favorites at Perkins. Take home a festive dessert from our holiday bake shop today.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, drugged driving deaths in Wisconsin have increased nearly 200% over the past 10 years. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve zero preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The Salvation Army is getting into the holiday spirit by kicking off its Red Kettle campaign today.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us live outside one of the participating stores and is learning more about the fundraiser. Jeremy, how's it looking?
Well, Emily, right now I'm at the Festival of Foods off of Copeland Avenue. Earlier, I was at the Festival of Foods on Stage Street, where Major Alan Hellstrom kicked off the 2023 Red Kettle campaign. Every year, the Salvation Army partners with the community to raise money for the nonprofit organization. According to Major Hellstrom, the Red Kettle campaign held every holiday season makes up a third of the nonprofit's annual budget every year. The Salvation Army, who hosts the campaign, uses those funds to provide services to the community during the holidays, like providing holiday dinners for those in need. The goal this year, $300,000.
It teaches people to get involved in the community. I've met people through the years that have told me they rang bells when they were a teenager, when they were part of the National Honor Society, and then they go on and they teach their children to ring the bells, and it's just a way to learn how to give, and it becomes generational.
Now, Hellstrom himself has been ringing the bells since he was a teenager. The campaign goes until December 23rd, and coming up at 6, I'll be talking to a man who rings these bells every year. For now, live in...
All right, thank you, Jeremy. We're going to be joining in on the fun here soon, too,
That's
ourselves.
Right. Yeah.
And that's quite a goal.
Yeah. So to find out where the Salvation Army will be ringing and to donate, just head to our website or all of our digital platforms. We'll have some links attached.
Okay. Well, it was a little bit of a gloomy one, as you mentioned earlier. Let's see if those clouds will go away this weekend. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we're going to see some improvement tomorrow, but we do have more clouds coming in for Veterans Day, and especially during the time out the afternoon hours to the evening when a shower might get you outside, but it's going to be fairly light, but something to see. But overall temperatures, not too bad really where we should be. If you look at the big picture for temperatures out to the west, most of the west is fairly warm, especially to the south. We are going to start seeing some of those temperatures get up into our area. It's going to take about another day or two to get here, but definitely the pattern is changing. Overall precipitation, once again, we have some showers will time out for Veterans Day afternoon. Most of it's north of I-94. Some light showers even Saturday evening that may include the entire area. Once again, very light. A lot of areas will stay dry, and maybe a pattern change by next weekend, but even that's a little bit up in the air. Temperatures pretty much seasonable tomorrow, 50s Sunday, and next week 50s and low 60s. Once again, not record level heat, record level warmth, but definitely will be on the warm side. For really tonight, cloud cover is still the story, but you'll see some breaks here and there. Once we get towards the morning hour, that's probably when you'll see the biggest break. And then here comes this wave that's going to lift north. The thing it's really going to do is just increase cloud cover initially, and then maybe by noon we'll start seeing a little bit of a shower or two, mainly north of Eau Claire. That'll be the area that'll have the best chance to see some of this light rain, maybe some light snow. And then as we get towards the late afternoon, evening hours, that's when I think areas to the south may see a light shower. Once again, a lot of this won't reach the ground, but something to keep in mind of, and especially go further northeast of Ladysmith, there actually could turn into a little bit more of a snow mixture up there. This will continue to about midnight, and we should start seeing it kind of tail off, and you see clear skies to the west. But once again, you might, for Saturday, Veterans Day evening, might see a shower or two here and there. Very light, not expecting much snowfall. Even the areas that might see a change over to northeast of Ladysmith might see a little bit, but otherwise accumulation should stay out of our area up to the northeast. Big picture shows as that exits, then Sunday, look at basically clear skies, south winds pick up, and they turn more westerly as the system lifts, but that's going to keep us warm, and there is nothing downstream really to speak of for the next several days as we go into next week. So that's the big picture going on. What pattern change we might happen next week? Like I said, Tuesday, here's another, you can see the southerly winds, most of the storm tracks to the north, maybe a little front coming through right there. But then as we look at, here's a system that we'll have to keep an eye on for the pattern change potentially by the next Friday. It comes through about Thursday, Friday. Once again, it's really pretty dry and a lot of the precipitation stays to the north or develops. We'll keep an eye on to see if this does change, but that would be our next chance of rain. Right now, it doesn't look that good. Overall, it's a lot of pink. That's all what we're going to see for the next many days is above average temperatures, and that shouldn't change. But for tonight, once again, off and on cloud cover, basically temperatures getting down to the upper 20s to low 30s. Tomorrow, that shower chance is going to then be there, but mainly in the afternoon, and most of the up in the areas will see that. Otherwise, once we get past that day, things definitely improve for your Sunday. We're looking at mid to upper 50s to 60s all the way through the middle of the week, and then maybe a rain chance, maybe a pattern change, but even then, towards the end of the week, we're still in the mid 50s.
All right. Not too shabby, Greg. Thank you.
Yeah, not too bad.
Thank you.
When we come back, the 2024 Grammy nominees are in.
And look at who came out on top next.
Attention seniors, be safe with your affordable tub to shower conversion or enjoy an all-new bathroom. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
Experience the magic of the season at the Holiday Open House. Join us Friday, November 10th in downtown La Crosse to start your holiday shopping. Don't miss the tree lighting with Santa at Grounded. Enjoy time with family and friends at the Holiday Open House.
Get ready to save some money because it's still going on. The King Furniture Total Renovation Sale with hundreds of recliners, motion furniture, bedroom furniture, and more. All drastically reduced. Over $2 million of quality name brand furniture at incredible prices. Like these Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $299. Queen mattresses starting at $349. Reclining sofas starting at an incredible $699. Do not miss the King Furniture Total Renovation Sale.
Who's always behind the scenes helping make safe, regulated childcare possible in Wisconsin? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare. Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
If you're a young person and you haven't already buried yourself in debt, I've got good news for you. I can teach you how to fund your kids' college education without going anywhere near a student loan and help you retire as a millionaire. If you're interested, give me a call. If you're skeptical, give me a call. One guarantee, I will try to sell you nothing.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Experience the magic of the season at the Holiday Open House. Join us Friday, November 10th in downtown La Crosse to start your holiday shopping. Don't miss the tree lighting with Santa at Grounded. Enjoy time with family and friends at the Holiday Open House.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The nominations for the 66th Annual Grammy Awards were just announced, and can you guess who topped the list? Miley Cyrus and, of course, Taylor Swift are up for a lot of the awards this year, but SZA leads with 9 nominations.
A variety of artists presented this year's nominations. There are 94 award categories, with 3 new ones added for Best Pop Dance Recording, Best African Music Performance, and Best Alternative Jazz Album.
This year, there are 8 nominees instead of 10 for Best Album, Record, and Song of the Year.
It's a time for the music community to come together and celebrate the year in music, to shout out, to honor, and give recognition for one another.
Boy Genius.
Olivia Rodrigo, Boy Genius, Jon Batiste, Lana Del Rey, and Janelle Monáe are also up for Album of the Year.
The Grammys will be held February 4th in Los Angeles. It will air right here on CBS.
A star-studded event for sure.
Yes.
Greg's going to have one more check of your forecast when we come back.
While there are many unexpected factors that can affect the next growing season, farmers have grown to expect the expected with Rinck Seed. Our consistent top-end yields come from strict quality control, trusted technology, and local dealers invested in your success. Rinck Seed has been a family-owned and operated business since 1846. More than 175 years later, we still have the highest performing genetics on the market in all environments. Rinck Seed.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $2,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin, in fall. Surrounded by breathtaking colors, with so many fall things to do, like picking and exploring. Celebrate fall in Prairie du Chien with us at one of many great events. Along the Mississippi, between the majestic river bluffs, fall in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. We'll see you soon.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it,
Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
All right, a little bit warmer tomorrow, but we do have some cloud cover coming in the afternoon. There could be a shower in the afternoon, evening, something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, pretty decent day, and then it just gets better as the forecast goes on.
Right.
Can't complain about that.
And we would like to take this time to thank you, Greg, for your service as a Marine to our country.
That's right. And all of our servicemen and women. Thank you for joining us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.